pretty sure.
Yeah!
Gotta get their fast shot.
Yeah!
Gotta get their fast shot!
Hello Britball Nation and welcome to the Power Rankings following Week 12 of the BAFA Adult National Leagues. We're seeing some big shifts across all three tiers rankings this week as the programs across the nation continue to mess with our prediction team's fragile minds. Moving on to this week's rankings, and before we jump into them, remember that DC can only keep doing what we do if we have your support and that of the Britball Nation as a whole. We're incredibly grateful to those patriots of the nation who have stepped up and contributed either through our GoFundMe page, gofundme.com/dblcoverage, or by joining DC and contributing content. Without continued support, we'll be back to 2 or 3 articles a week and our quest to contribute to the growth of the game will fall far short. That said, let's take a look at the rankings for Week 12. One cut this week as the Cats lose and fall out of a playoff berth, and our rankings to boot. With reports of some key injuries to their defence, the backbone of the Cats game, questions will be asked of the recently promoted side in the next few weeks as they face many of their closest rivals once again. They take on the Gotten Hot Olympians on Sunday with a chance to reclaim a ranking spot and really shake things up in the conference.
10.
The Hornets were another SFC1 East side to take a loss at the weekend, but owing to wins over the Cats in 2 of their 3 meetings, they just barely cling on to 2nd place in their conference and 10th in our rankings. Hornets head to a pair of byes, so we need results to go their way if they want to hold on to their spot in the top 10.
9.
2 comfy wins in a row for the Vikings means they sit just a game behind the Rams in the NFC1 North and with some great momentum at their backs. They head to a bye before returning against the West Coast Trojans in Week 14, likely a game they'll use to shake off the rust before 2 crucial matchups against Manchester and Yorkshire to round out the season.
8.
Sandwell's win over Coventry keeps them in contention in their conference, though as we've mentioned they're going to need some help from others if the pre-season favourites hope to see any post-season balling at all. A second straight trip to Coventry beckons this weekend, but they'll also be intently watching the Falcons Caesars scoreline from afar as the Caesars win puts an end to the Steelers' post-season hopes.
7.
A massive win for the Rams, and yet they don't climb the rankings? Yeah, we struggled with this one. The Rams likely do deserve to be higher, but it's crowded at the top, and we were made aware long before this weekend's matchup that the Titans were not happy to be playing a Saturday fixture where they knew they'd be short-handed. Excuses? Well, maybe, but the Rams have an opportunity to prove them such when they face the Titans for a 3rd and final time in Week 14, a win that could see them snatch the conference crown away from Manchester.
6.
Nottingham slip a little further down the rankings, rather harsh considering the team are as yet undefeated on the season. Even so, their last win over Coventry was more modest than we'd like to see coming from the Caesars, heading to an impressive looking Leicester Falcons this coming Sunday. A win guarantees postseason football for Nottingham, while a loss could make it a messy end to the year in the Midlands.
5.
The O's avenged their earlier defeat to the Hornets with a 22-7 win over their London rivals on Sunday. It moves the Olympians a game and a half clear atop the SFC1 East, crucial in a conference that is still winnable by all 5 contenders. They host the Cats this Sunday, another opportunity for revenge for the O's, who took a 32-0 hammering the last time these two teams met.
4.
Oxford hold steady in the number 4 spot. They've played their best balling in their last 2 outings, and Sunday's fixture against the Ouse Valley Eagles begins the final downhill stretch to the postseason for the Saints.
3.
It was tempting to tumble the Titans even lower following their loss Saturday evening, but they hold on to a top 3 spot just barely for now. They head to a bye week before facing the Rams away once again, and this time it will likely be the conference crown on the line and no excuses available.
2.
And the Falcons themselves fall from the top of the rankings. Yep, while the Bulls D has been the more promising side of the ball for Birmingham all year long, we still expected the Falcons to make short work of them on Sunday. As it was, however, the Bulls were into the half with the narrowest of leads, 6-5 over Leicester, and then the Falcons had to rely on 19 unanswered points in the second half to take a less convincing than expected victory away from the single-win Bulls.
1.
Which means for the first time in 2017 we see a Southern team take the top spot in Division 1. The Thunder equalled their best defensive production of the season in a fixture that also saw them lock up the conference crown in the SFC1 Central. They face off against the South Wales Warriors for a 3rd time this season on Sunday, and while it might be tempting for the Thunder to put their feet up and rest on their laurels, we expect we'll instead see them chasing a perfect season for 2017. And there you have it, nation, our power rankings following Week 12 of the National Leagues. Let us know where you think we've gone wrong in the comments down below. Is there a team that deserves to be ranked that we're simply not considering? Remember to like and share this video, it helps us more than you realise to grow our audience and therefore contribute to the growth of the game. And in the meantime, as always, make sure that you are playing hard, you play safe, and go check out this week's scoop, which once again includes a giveaway from the fine fellows over at EP Sports.